There's something fascinating about fame. One moment you're loved like royalty, and the next, the same fans who once cheered your name are dragging you across the internet. Have you ever noticed how some of Hollywood's biggest legends slowly turned into villains? In the public eye, from fake humility and shady behavior to full-blown scandals and courtroom battles, these stars managed to turn admiration into outrage. So today, we're diving deep into the 25 most hated actors of 2024. And trust me, some of the names on this list will shock you. Stick around till the end, because you'll want to see why people have suddenly started turning on Jack Black. Number 1. Robert De Niro. Once a Hollywood icon, now a lightning rod for controversy. Robert De Niro's reputation has been burning on 4 fronts. First, accusations of abusive behavior toward his staff. His former assistant, Graham Chase Robinson, sued him for sex discrimination and verbal abuse, claiming he treated her like a servant, forcing her to button his shirts, wake him up, and even scratch his back. De Niro allegedly insulted her constantly, calling her names and underpaying her. The result? His company ended up paying $1.2 million in damages after a brutal legal battle. Second, his political rants. Once admired for his acting brilliance, De Niro has become infamous for dropping F-bombs about President Trump on live TV and hijacking interviews with aggressive political tirades. What used to feel passionate now feels exhausting, turning him from legendary actor to just another out-of-touch celebrity. Third, his terrible film choices. Once the face of masterpieces like Taxi Driver and Goodfellas, De Niro has churned out a string of lazy cash-grab comedies. From The War with Grandpa to Dirty Grandpa, and fans are over it. And finally, his legendary temper. He stormed out of interviews, snapped at journalists, and left furious voicemails for staff. One infamous message to his assistant ended with him yelling, "Shame on you!" Safe to say, De Niro's real-life behavior is far more dramatic than anything he's done on screen. Number 2, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. It's almost hard to believe, but yes, The Rock has fallen from grace. The biggest complaint? He just doesn't feel real anymore. Fans used to love him as the humble underdog, but now, everything about him feels like a corporate ad. From Zoa energy drinks to Terramana, tequila to his endless Under Armour promos. His social media? One giant infomercial. People say he's become more of a brand than a person. Then came the Black Adam disaster. Johnson hyped it as a game changer for the DC universe, but when it flopped, he refused to admit it. Instead, reports claimed his team leaked altered financial data to make it seem like a success. Fans weren't fooled. It just made him look desperate and dishonest. And let's not forget the WWE power grab. After returning as a board member, Johnson allegedly used his position to force himself into the WrestleMania XL main event, pushing aside fan favorite Cody Rhodes. When fans protested, The Rock mocked them, calling them crybabies. It was a PR nightmare that made him look arrogant and disconnected. Behind the scenes, rumors say Johnson demands script changes to make himself look unbeatable, and he's even blocked crossover scenes that might overshadow him. Meanwhile, his feud with Vin Diesel and Tyrese Gibson only fueled his diva reputation. And the final blow? His movies have become painfully predictable. From Jungle Cruise to Red Notice to Black Adam, he's playing the same invincible tough guy every time. And audiences are tired of it. Once the people's champ, now just another corporate machine. Number 3, Amber Heard. Few celebrities have fallen as hard as Amber Heard. It all started in 2016, when she accused Johnny Depp of domestic abuse, costing him major film roles and his reputation. But by 2022, the tables turned. The explosive defamation trial revealed audio of Heard admitting to hitting Depp and mocking him. The jury sided with Depp, finding Heard guilty of defamation, and the public branded her a manipulative liar. Then came the charity donation lie. Heard claimed she donated her $7 million divorce settlement to charity. But in court, it was revealed she hadn't. Her excuse? "I pledged it." Fans weren't buying it, especially after Milani Cosmetics exposed another lie, proving that her supposed bruise kit didn't even exist at the time she claimed to use it. And who could forget the infamous poop incident? When Depp claimed she defecated on his bed after an argument. She blamed the dog, but even her security team hinted otherwise. The internet had a field day. Amber Turd trended worldwide, and her reputation was destroyed. To make it worse, she even dragged others into her drama, falsely accusing Kate Moss of being abused by Depp, only for Moss herself to appear in court and publicly debunk the story. At this point, the world had seen enough. Number 4. Jennifer Lopez. Jennifer Lopez's downfall isn't about one scandal, it's a pattern. First, the song theft accusations. Over the years, Lopez has been accused of using other artists' vocals without proper credit, including Ashanti and Christina Milian. Ashanti even revealed her voice appears on I'm Real and Ain't It Funny songs Lopez took full credit for. Then there's her attitude toward dancers. Rumor has it she once refused to hire dancers who were Virgos. Seriously. Multiple former dancers have also described her as cold and dismissive. And don't forget the copycat controversy. Lopez has been accused of mimicking artists from Beyoncé to Madonna, recreating performances and aesthetics without acknowledgement. Even her rivalry with Mariah Carey became infamous after she mockingly said, "I don't know her." Then came her Super Bowl drama. In her Netflix documentary Halftime, J.Lo complained about having to share the stage with Shakira, saying it was the worst idea in the world. Fans found it arrogant and tone-deaf. Finally, the tip thief stories. Insiders claim she often takes back generous tips left by Ben Affleck and replaces them with loose change. One viral story claimed she stopped Ben from tipping a waitress $10,000, shouting, "Hell no!" So much for Jenny from the block. Number 5. Amy Schumer. Amy Schumer's reputation took a nosedive after a wave of joke theft accusations. In 2016, a viral video showed side-by-side clips comparing her jokes with those from comedians like Kathleen Madigan and Patrice O'Neal. The similarities were undeniable. Then there's the lazy humor criticism. Many say her comedy has become one-note, relying on crude, shock-based material about sex and bodily functions. What once felt bold now feels stale, and audiences are tuning out. Number 6. Dr. Oz. From respected TV doctor to public enemy number 1, Dr. Mehmet Oz is the definition of a credibility crash. He was exposed for promoting fake health products, like his infamous Miracle Green Coffee Bean Extract, which turned out to be a total scam. The FTC even fined the manufacturers $9 million, but Oz? He just moved on to the next miracle cure. He's also been accused of giving airtime to anti-vaxxers and psychic healers, and even promoting talking to the dead as therapy. His colleagues at Columbia University demanded he be fired, calling him a disgrace to medicine. Then came his Senate run, a full-blown disaster. He wasn't even from Pennsylvania, but bought a house there to qualify. And that viral crudité video where he mispronounced Wegmans and complained about veggie prices sealed his fate. He lost the election, but won the internet's mockery forever. Number 7. Alyssa Milano. From activist to hypocrite, that's Alyssa Milano's public journey. Once a powerful voice in the Me Too movement, Milano lost credibility when she refused to support Tara Reade's allegations against Joe Biden, even though she had loudly backed others like Christine Blasey Ford. Her selective feminism made people question her motives. She's also been mocked for her Twitter meltdowns, like when she dramatically claimed she sold her Tesla because of Elon Musk, only to replace it with a Volkswagen, a company literally founded by Nazis. The internet didn't let that one slide, and her claim that she was canceled while still landing TV deals and sponsorships just made people roll their eyes. Even worse, she once called the cops on a teenager in her neighborhood after publicly tweeting support for defunding the police. Talk about double standards. Number 8. Ellen DeGeneres. For years, Ellen preached be kind. Turns out she wasn't. Not even close. Behind her bubbly TV persona was a toxic work environment filled with bullying and fear. Former staff claimed they were told not to look her in the eye and even fired for taking medical leave. Remember that Mariah Carey moment? Ellen forced her to drink alcohol on live TV to prove she wasn't pregnant. Mariah later revealed she had suffered a miscarriage shortly after, and the public turned on Ellen instantly. When exposed, Ellen blamed her producers, claiming she had no idea. Her half-hearted on-air apology felt fake, and her comeback stand-up special only made things worse. Number 9. Alec Baldwin. No surprise here. The Rust tragedy changed everything for Alec Baldwin. In 2021, he fired a prop gun that killed cinematographer Helena Hutchins. He claimed he never pulled the trigger, but the FBI proved otherwise. Instead of owning up, Baldwin played the victim, giving interviews that made him look cold and self-serving. Add to that his history of rage incidents, screaming at paparazzi, punching strangers, even calling his 11-year-old daughter a rude, thoughtless little pig. It's no wonder the public's patience with him finally ran out. Number 10. James Corden. James Corden's fall from grace might be one of the most satisfying for fans. He built a career on being the friendly, cheerful late-night host, but off-camera, he was reportedly the complete opposite. Staffers and restaurant servers have described him as rude, entitled, and arrogant. His Balazar restaurant meltdown became legendary after he berated servers over his wife's omelet, so badly that the owner publicly called him the most abusive customer ever. Corden apologized, but only after being banned. Even his viral show Carpool Karaoke turned out to be fake. He wasn't even driving, and his smug exchange with Patrick Stewart at an award show only confirmed what many suspected. James Corden's niceness was an act. Number 11, Danny Masterson. From sitcom star to convicted criminal. In 2023, Danny Masterson was sentenced to 30 years to life in prison for 2 counts of forcible sexual assault. His victims described horrifying experiences from the early 2000s and alleged that the Church of Scientology helped cover them up, threatening anyone who spoke out. Even in court, Masterson showed no remorse, smirking, denying, and acting untouchable. The arrogance only deepened the public's disgust. Number 12, Will Smith. Once known as Mr. Charisma, Will Smith's image shattered in a single slap heard around the world. At the 2022 Oscars, Smith stormed the stage and slapped comedian Chris Rock for making a joke about Jada Pinkett Smith's shaved head. It wasn't just shocking, it was career-breaking. The aftermath was brutal. He lost film deals, got banned from the Oscars for 10 years, and faced a tidal wave of public backlash. But what made it worse was how he handled it. Afterward, with half-hearted apologies and emotional YouTube videos that felt more like PR than sincerity. Then came Jada's tell-all book and interviews, where she revealed that she and Will had secretly been separated for years. Fans started to see him as emotionally broken, fake, and trapped in an image he couldn't control. That once unshakable cool, gone. Now people view him as Hollywood's fallen hero, a man whose own ego and family drama destroyed his legacy. Number 13, Ezra Miller. If chaos were a person, it would be Ezra Miller. From arrests and assault charges to bizarre cult-like behavior, Miller's reputation imploded. They were accused of harassing fans, assaulting bar patrons, and even allegedly grooming minors. At one point, Miller was reportedly hiding from police while Warner Brothers tried to save the Flash movie from total disaster. Fans were outraged that despite multiple criminal incidents, Miller still kept their movie deal, sparking accusations of Hollywood double standards. While other actors get canceled for far less, Ezra somehow walked free. Even the film's release couldn't fix their image. It tanked, and so did Miller's career. Number 14, Jared Leto. Jared Leto might be talented, but to many he's just plain creepy. His method acting crossed way past dedicated into disturbing. On the set of Suicide Squad, he reportedly sent used condoms and dead rats to his co-stars, claiming it was part of staying in character as the Joker. Even his castmates were horrified. Then came allegations from several women accusing him of predatory behavior and inappropriate relationships with underage fans. Although he's denied the claims, the stories keep resurfacing, and his rock star persona with 30 seconds to Mars only adds to his cult-like image. Between his ego, unsettling antics, and the disaster known as Morbius, Jared Leto went from Oscar winner to online punchline. Number 15, Jack Black. Yes, even Jack Black, once beloved for his goofy energy and charm, has started facing backlash. It began with accusations of mocking fans online and making inappropriate jokes during live events. Then came reports from behind the scenes claiming he was rude to staff and difficult to work with on certain film sets. But the real turning point came when fans accused him of selling out turning his once authentic comedy persona into a constant social media act. People say he's lost the heart that made him special, replaced by self-promotion and overexposure. While Jack's not a villain like others on this list, 2024 has shown that even the most beloved stars can fall out of favor when authenticity fades. And that wraps up the 25 most hated actors of 2024. Fame fades, but controversy never dies. Who shocked you the most? Tell us below. You're watching X-Hollywood Mistakes, uncovering the truth behind the fame. Hit like, subscribe, and turn on the bell for more deep dives into Hollywood's darkest secrets.